When we say tropical paradise, what do you think of? The swaying palm trees, the ocean waves and the ocean breeze, and the beautiful beaches. And you may think of food, like the fresh tropical fruit, pineapples, mangoes, kiwi, and bananas, coconut, and rich dark chocolate. That feeling never has to end, because with a little bit of creativity and some great food, you can recreate that tropical paradise from the comfort of your own home and from your own kitchen. Hi, my name is Merri Christi, and welcome to Taste of Tropical. I am the co-producer of Cafe Mocha Vibe and the Travel-Inspired Food series. I am a filmmaker with a background in art and museum studies. I am always on the lookout for sight, sound, and smell that inspire my creativity. Get ready for an amazing experience. Our passion for chocolate, which comes from the cacao bean, dates back thousands of years to the Mayan civilization. The legendary history of cacao, or the raw chocolate bean, began in Mesoamerica, which covered the southern portion of North America or Mexico through Central America. Although the usage of cacao dates back to 1500 BCE among the Olmecs of southern Mexico, it is Belize that has the credit of being the cradle of chocolate. Archaeological evidence found that Belize is the earliest hub of the cacao cultivation, where the Maya were drinking cacao beverages as far back as 600 BCE. The Maya cultivated cacao trees and traded the seeds, or cacao beans, as currency throughout Mesoamerica. During the harvesting, football-shaped pods from the cacao trees are picked. Each pod weighs about 1 pound, and they contain an average of 30 to 50 cacao seeds or beans. They go through a fermentation process, then drying, roasting, and a winnowing or grinding process. This separates the outer shell from the inner cacao nibs. The nibs are ground into a fine powder and then a paste, known as cocoa liquor. When cooled and solidified, we get raw chocolate. And when you add additional ingredients such as sugar, vanilla, additional cocoa butter, we get dark chocolate. And that brings us to our dark chocolate dessert recipe. To make your own pineapple boat, which is like a pineapple bowl, but it's cut lengthwise, and you get to fill it with so much goodies. Just like this. Now, it's a little bit messy, and that does happen, but it's okay because we can just take a spoon and spoon out the rest of the fruit, just as much as you need. But maybe leave a little bit in there, like some of the juices can get into whatever you're filling this boat with. Cut along the core. You don't want to keep the core, you want to throw that away. And you chop up the fruits. Usually to cut a mango, you cut along the sides of the pit where you are separating the flesh from that pit. Then cut lengthwise and then crosswise into the flesh, avoiding the peel. I, however, did this a little differently. First, I peeled the mango, then I carved the fruit from all sides, making sure that I get every bit of the flesh off of the pit. This is a great way. Actually, making food is very therapeutic, especially when you have these gorgeous bright colors. You may want to sneak in a taste every now and then. Food, I think it brings people together, it brings cultures together. We can share meals from our own cultural lineage or lineages. Get all this tasty and juicy fruit. I mean, the juice is just spilling out on my hands. This was so juicy. As a show producer and filmmaker, author, I use so much of the creative side of my brain. It can get so exhausting. It is a blessing to be able to have a business or to have the opportunity to do what you love. And it is amazing being able to do what I love. Being able to explore new places, to scout for film locations, to create films. But outside of that, creating amazing and beautiful and tasty dishes, that is really therapeutic. I love it. And using fresh ingredients, it is really an absolute pleasure. So we're going to go ahead and chop up this kiwi and maybe one or two of these bananas, and then we'll keep on going. I'm going to then show you how to mix up this salad, fill up that pineapple boat. Then we're going to jump into drinks, mocktails. Okay, mocktails. But if you want to put a little something in it, then hey, that is totally up to you. I want you to make these dishes and these drinks your own. Feast your eyes on this fruit salad. And we have our pineapple boat. So this is what we're going to kind of scoop out a little more of this fruit here. There's a little more of this fruit. Let me just, this is so good. See, when you get into making food, preparing dishes, you can do stuff like that. You can get a little taste, a little nibble here or there. And even though I love going out to a nice restaurant or, getting a quick bite somewhere, it doesn't compare to making your own food, making your own plate. Because you know exactly what you're putting into it, because you can create any awesome dish that you want. So I'm just filling this up here. The other half, I did not do that great of a job, but that happens. Sometimes, you may make a mistake, but that's okay, because when you make a mistake, sometimes that can turn into something even better. I think that some of our best creations originally came from mistakes. And of course, with your fruit, you are getting a host of vitamins, that wonderful, clean, refreshing, sweet taste. And that would be just as well. We will use frozen limeade as the base for the first two mocktail recipes. We'll get started with about 1.5 cups of fresh cut pineapples. As you can see here, about 1.5 to 2 cups of pineapples, chopped. Take our glass here and we're going to pour. Ooh, this is nice. Look at this. Ta-da! Pineapple lime refresher. Pour some limeade, and this time add our Welch's sparkling grape juice cocktail. This is their rosé, which they just came out with not too long ago. Doesn't that look pretty? And this is our last drink. This is going to be more of a dessert drink. I chopped up 1 1/2 bananas. So we're going to put these in our blender here. A 5.3 ounce of coconut milk yogurt. Wow, doesn't that look so yummy? Doesn't that look so yummy? Our 3 drinks, we have our pineapple lime refresher, nice and smooth coconut milk yogurt, and our banana dessert drink. And last but not least, my favorite, the lime rosé, Mocktail. Now for our last recipe, the tropical banana split. For our tropical banana split, I created a lotus flower design. I took 2 bananas and cut them in half lengthwise. I then used their natural curves, facing inward to form a lotus flower motif. And then I had a lot of fun with drizzling all of that dark chocolate all over the bananas and then sprinkled them with a little extra coconut and macadamia nut puree. And there you have it. And all I did was to take about 2.5 cups to 3 cups of Nestle Toll House dark chocolate chips. You find it in the baking section. And I melted it in the microwave. I did not use a double boiler. What you have to remember is if you do melt chocolate in the microwave, check after every 20 to 30 seconds. All I did with the drinks, of course, I just added just a little bit of fruit and just pushed it down on the rim. And of course, with the fruit salad, I carved out 2 pineapples, but we have one that is cut lengthwise, and then you have this one where you pretty much cut the bottom half off instead of doing it lengthwise. And you fill it with any goodies that you want. You can even fill it up with some of this banana coconut milk dessert. We got the fruit, dessert, and the drinks. Our tropical salad, and of course, our very indulgent dessert, banana split. This is the rest of our Maui dark chocolate bark. So you'll have a tasty island retreat through food. And through creating the food, through making the food. All of these beautiful colors, the dark chocolate, the different textures. When we make our own dishes, we have the creative freedom to play with it a little bit, to maybe make it a little artistic. And all these flavors come together to create an experience for you. And that's what I want you to have as an experience. But please go to our website at cafemochavibe.com, learn more about us, and about the next experience that we are bringing to you. I want you to take time out of your day to relax and to indulge in these simple pleasures. Every one of us can do a little something different to make our food look more beautiful and be a better experience, especially when you have food that is so packed with your nutrients and your vitamins as this gorgeous fruit tray here. Okay, love you, and thank you so much. At Cafe Mocha Vibe, we are all about exploring the world around us, laughter and love. Our cinematic storytelling, travel, and food culture shows will inspire you to go out there and enjoy the treasures of our world and to appreciate our diversity. So come to our website at cafemochavibe.com, watch our shows, our films, and please sign up for the Cafe Mocha Vibe experiences.